Hello and welcome to another edition of An English Guy Watching Wrestling. I'm the English Guy, I'm Nick. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. And in this one, we're going to be covering the 31st of March edition 2021 of AEW Dynamite. And boy, what a Dynamite it was. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Opening match was Frankie Kazarian versus Christian Cage. Now, when I saw this match announced, I was really excited because these two are two of the very best wrestlers and workers in wrestling today, and they absolutely nailed this. This was a contender for match of the year, and that was to open the show. Both these men know each other very well. They faced each other a few times in the past, and it's been a long time since they've had a match against each other. I think it's over nearly 10 years. But Christian Cage is undoubtedly one of the best workers in the business for sure. But so is Frankie Kazarian. Both men brought it to this match and had a fantastic match. They had back and forth action, fantastic wrestling, systematic, and everything put into place and everything put in the right way possible. But when you've got these two men who know each other so well, who know the ring roles, shall we say, of the ring, you are going to get a great match. And this was an absolutely brilliant match. And I think this was definitely Frankie Kazarian's best AEW performance to date, and Christian Cage's first ever AEW match. And boy, this one really lived up to expectation for me. And I think, when you've got two guys like this, you're gonna get nothing but a great match. They worked it brilliantly. They really knew how to make you invested. But that's just the work rate from both men. And Christian Cage's take shit for AEW says outwork everyone. Definitely nothing wrong with that because he's been like this for years and he's supremely underrated. And this was a fantastic way to start your AEW career. So I can't help but give an absolute thumbs up to both men for producing one of the best matches of the year so far. It was stunning stuff, and that was to open the show. So you can't ask for a better opener than that. So I salute both men for put on an absolutely brilliant wrestling match. So definitely can't fault that. And next match was the exhibition match between QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes. Now, QT, as I've said before, is kind of going through a little bit of a, shall we say, lull of not being appreciated in AEW because legitimately he is one of the hardest working people in all of AEW because of the stuff he does backstage, helping out talent. Obviously, what he does in the ring as well, very good. And after last week, when I heard that referee was going to be Arn Anderson, I thought to myself, we are going to get a exhibition match, which we did. But at the same time, I thought there's going to be shenanigans of some kind, and there was from QT. And the way he did it in this match was great because I did not see it coming. I knew there was going to be something from QT, but I didn't expect this. Okay, Cody wanted to, during the match, bring out a good match from QT because he knows QT can go. And he kind of played it against QT that he can't out-wrestle me, but we're going to keep on going. He could have easily finished the match with a crossroads on QT, but he didn't. He stopped and let him go. He said, let's keep on going. QT went to the outside. Cody Rhodes sat on the ropes, said, okay, let's just keep on having an exhibition match. QT said, okay, comes in and hits Arn Anderson, which I didn't expect. I was half expecting him to attack Cody in some way, like in a dirty way. But when it hit Arn Anderson, of course, I thought, boy, that just builds it even more. Because obviously Arn Anderson is part of the Nightmare family, and so is QT Marshall, so is Cody Rhodes. And around the ring, you had members of the Nightmare family and trainees. And for QT to do that was just special. I absolutely loved it. And then he formed his own faction with Nick Comoroto, Anthony Ogogo, and Aaron Solo. And I personally don't know what their faction is called, but the fact the way they attacked the Nightmare family was just so well done. And this was a match that you knew was kind of happening with QT turning, but not in that way. And that really caught me off guard. But I thought, that's suspending what you thought might happen, like it's giving Cody a low blow or something. When he attacked on Anderson, the head coach, it's just completely turned things around. But that's what I loved about it. I mean, that's such a great thing. And for what this match was, that was the right and very unexpected way to do it. But I really couldn't fault it. So definite thumbs up to everyone involved, not just QT and Cody, for making this work so well. And I was completely invested in what I was watching. I absolutely loved it. So Kind of absolutely love it. Well done. And this match was John Moxley versus Cesar Bononi. Now, I'm kind of glad that this match happened because Cesar is starting to get a little bit more of a chance in AEW. And I'm all for it. I mean, AEW talent that you don't see in Dynamite every week down AEW Dark or AEW Dark Elevation are starting to get a bit more of an opportunity to show what they can do. And obviously, slow progression through AEW because it's such a big wrestling company is great. And Cesar Bononi showed some very good stuff in this match. And he was accompanied to the ring by JD Drake and Ryan Nemeth. And a bit of an unusual pairing, as I said, with Ryan and JD Drake, but it works. But this was a cracking match for what it was. A short match, and Cesar got some very good offense in, I'll say that. But John Moxley did overcome the odds and get the win. But you wouldn't. But the way that Cesar fought in this match gave him a run for his money. So that's the kind of thing you'd love to see. And great performance from both men. And this was a very good match. Even though I kind of knew who was going to win, John Moxley. Not to say that Cesar did not look like a very, very good talent in this match because he did. And such a big guy, he made it work to his advantage. And this was a cracking example of how this match could work very, very well. And Cesar did a great job, so thumbs up indeed. And the next match was the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. Now, when I saw this announced, I thought, boy, this is going to light up the room and the whole show. After the absolutely ridiculously stunning match last week between the Laredo Kid and the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler, I thought, when you've got the world's best wrestler, my favourite wrestler, Kenny Omega, and tagging with the Good Brothers, who I absolutely love, against three of the very, very best luchadors, if not the three best luchadors in the world, you are going to get one hell of a match. And this was one hell of a match. This was an example of what AEW is all about. And when you've got three fantastic talents like the Lucha Brothers and the Laredo Kid, they are just going to gel like nothing else. They do. And they work so well. But then when you're facing guys like Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, the way they worked, it just all clicked perfectly. And this was just one hell of a six-man tag match. Excuse me. And excuse me, I apologise. My throat is a bit sore at the minute, but I apologise. But no, this was just fantastic stuff, and I loved the work rate from everyone involved, and fantastic high-flying spots, fantastic athleticism, and yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Ray Phoenix is not human. Neither is the Laredo Kid, to be completely fair. And again, Luke Penta as Melo is just brilliant. I loved the psychology, the way they put things into this match. It worked. And Kenny Omega, I've seen him hit some pretty amazing V triggers in the past. He hit one of the best ones I've ever seen in this match against the Laredo Kid. And it worked superbly. And even though I was kind of hoping that the Lucha Brothers and the Laredo Kid would get a win. I know, tell you, they did last week, so my apologies. So, give them the loss this week, it kind of makes sense. And I'm all for matches like this in AEW because it just non-stop craziness, but superb craziness. So, this was stunning stuff and probably one of the matches of the night. And that's saying something because there was some fantastic matches on this night, but fantastic stuff from all six men. So, definite thumbs up for that. Really, really, really good. The next match was Bunny and Nyla Rose, or the Bunny, I say Bunny, versus Conte and Hikaru Shida. And the AEW Women's Division is starting to get a lot more noticed. And I've said it before, I love to see it because they've got some fantastic talent. This was a very, very good tag match. And really good to see Bunny getting more of a chance in the ring recently. I'm so pleased about that. And seeing Hikaru Shida and Tay Conte as a tag team was very, very cool too, because Tay Conte is the number one ranked competitor in the women's division, so she has a chance to face Hikaru Shida one day for the belt, which I'm all for. And this was probably Tay Conte's best AEW performance, and that's saying something, because over time she's improved. This was fantastic, and Hikaru Shida, you can't not rely on her because not because she's the champion, because she is so good. But then again, so are Bunny and Nyla Rose. As a tag team, they just worked. And the shenanigans with Bunny having Butcher and the Blade Private Party and Matt Hardy outside, the Dark Order being Tay Conte's corner, the whole mixture, the whole craziness of everything coming together added to the match. It didn't take away from it. Now, sometimes that's hard to do, but everyone involved did a great job. And the dirty tactics on Bunny was a very, very good thing on Tay Conte, hitting her with the kendo stick and then finishing her off with her move. I forget what Bunny's finishing move is called, but this was very, very good stuff. And they told the right story here. I think the win for Nyla and Bunny was the right thing because Tay Conte getting pinned in the match was kind of maybe create a small dissension between her and Hikaru Shida. But you know, what this was, it was cracking stuff. So right story was told, right, it was done very, very well. So thumbs up. Which brings us to the main event, Arcade Anarchy, which was Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Now, when I heard of Arcade Anarchy, I was kind of confused about what the rules would be, because this is the first time this match has ever happened in AEW. And for those who remember, it started when Kip Sabian and Miro were at ringside during a best friends match, playing a video game until one of the best friends went through the cabinet, the arcade cabinet, and they just lost it because Miro and Kip Sabian are hardcore gamers. So it was kind of interesting to see, but the way they worked this match was superb. It was Falls Count Anywhere. Obviously, no rules because there were loads of arcade cabinets and machines around the ring. They could be used as weapons, and they were in more ways than one. And this was, if this is the end of this feud, they topped it off in a superb way. This was really, really, really good stuff. And there's just something about the best friends in these kind of matches that just works. Everyone remembers, Trent and Chuck Taylor versus Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz or Parking Lot Brawl, which was just a fantastic match. And this was different, but definitely same in quality because of what all four men did. They weren't content with arcade machines, hockey machines, those grab machines, the crane ones. They weren't content with all that. No, they had to get Lego involved too, which is the first in AEW. We've never seen that before. Kip Sabian, whose t-shirt I'm wearing, and I'm wearing it because I love Kip. Representing England over there. So proud of him. Seeing Powerbomb Chuck Taylor into Lego was something I did not see coming because I thought they're not content with the cabinets, they're not content with the arcade machines. We're going to use Lego as well. So I salute Chuck Taylor for taking such a crazy pump from a powerbomb through Lego, onto Lego I should say, my apologies. But there was a lot more to this match than you thought. Orange Cassidy showed a more serious side to him, which I think was needed in this match, so can't fault that. But of course, with Penelope Ford at ringside, it was going to cause a bit of problem. Enter her getting involved, the crane machine, as I mentioned before. Inside the crane machine was Chris Statlander, which I did not see coming. But very, very cool because her and Penelope have got a bit of a history in AEW. And it works. Her coming out of the crane machine was fantastic. And talk about something you do not see coming. Later in the match, Miro and Chuck Taylor were on. I'll kind of draw a diagram. Okay, this is the big screen. Over here's the ring. To the right, to where this screen is facing out to the left, but if you were facing the hard cam to the right, there's a open part where vehicles can coming out like those golf carts in case somebody's coming in and out. And he's been used in the past by tag teams and people to come down, including Trent's mother, Sue, in her minivan. And who turns up? Sue in her minivan with Trent in the back. And of course, Trent has unfinished business with Miro and Kip Sabian. He got involved. And of course, that was the right thing to do because Miro as of late has been shown the monster that can be Miro. And he definitely did in this match. Overpowered both Chuck and Orange multiple times because he is such a strong guy. But Trent came to even the odds a little because obviously Penelope Ford was involved. Chris Statlander then put Penelope Ford through a hockey table, which I thought was crazy, and it snapped in half. I mean, I'm not sure how strong they are. I've seen the services of hockey tables made of steel, but I don't know if thankfully this one wasn't, otherwise it would never have broken. But what this match was things added to it. It really solidified what was a cracking match. And again, AEW not afraid to do first, and this was a first, and it worked. It worked very, very well. And this was the main event to what was, no joke, probably the best Dynamite of the year so far. And they've had some fantastic Dynamites this year. AEW, I've said recently, are, for me, they're at the top right now. They're above other companies. They are just kicking it, knocking it out of the park each week. And they sincerely knocked it well past out the park this week. What was a brilliant Dynamite. Thumbs up to everyone involved in this show, from backstage to the wrestlers out front and to the crowd, of course, putting in really good stuff. So, can't help but give a huge thumbs up to everyone for this show. And of course, I'll give a thumbs up to the main event and everyone involved. I didn't give a thumbs up to like I do after my matches if I missed any. But cracking Dynamite. Cracking Dynamite for sure. Definitely worth seeing. And I'll happily watch it again. And with that being said, that is it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I will see everybody next time. Ben 10 out of 10. Take care.